Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I've got a Battlefield 1 guide for you on the best medic weapon. The medic class has gotten significantly weaker in Battlefield 1 compared to previous Battlefield games, so choosing your weapon is more important than ever. In my opinion, the SELBSTLADER M1916 is the best medic weapon of choice, and I have good reasons for this. It's a 3-shot kill at any range because it'll deal 40 damage up close and decrease to 35 at a distance, which means it's a 3-shot everywhere. Surprisingly, this weapon is just over the threshold to where even if you're hitting people in the limbs, it's going to retain its 3-shot kill ability, because leg and lower torso hits in Battlefield have a 0.96 damage multiplier, which means that you're still going to be dealing 33.6 damage, which is still 3 shots to kill. This, by default, allows it to outperform a variety of the medic weapons, which, unfortunately, some of those are 4 or 5 shots to kill, depending on how far away you are from the target. The weapon's not perfect though, it has quite a few downsides. It's on the slower end of rate of fire. It's actually one of the slower firing medic weapons in the game. It's tied for the worst hip fire when it comes to the medic weapons, but it's not that much slower firing than the others, and the hip fire isn't that much worse than the others. The penalties there are relatively minor, but it's pretty much bottom of the barrel for both. I will say that it also has slightly worse recoil than the other single fire rifles, which is unfortunate for a weapon of this potential, but it does make sense for balance reasons. Not the most accurate, but most of the medic weapons in this game are incredibly accurate to begin with, so you shouldn't have a very difficult time hitting people. I mean, they're quite accurate by default. So you're going to ask yourself, okay, Drifter, why is this weapon with a slow rate of fire and bad hip fire and bad recoil so great? Yeah, it's got high damage, but so what? The real redeeming attribute of this weapon is the fact that it has a 26-round magazine that reloads normally. And by that I mean it's like a Call of Duty style reload. It's a simple mag out, mag in, and you're done kind of reload. A lot of the weapons in Battlefield 1, historically accurate, you have to work the bolt or the slide, or in many of the instances, like in the MONDRAGON, you have to put in 1 round at a time, which can be very slow. This one just has a huge 26-round magazine, which is the biggest in the entire medic class, and it's very fast to reload and very simple to reload. This means a lot of uptime for shooting and not a lot of time fooling with your magazine and reloading, which is something I unfortunately can't say about the MONDRAGON. And I mean, it outperforms the other medic rifles by a mile in this regard. Many of the other medic rifles only have a 5-round magazine or 10-round magazine or 15. The next biggest one, which is the M1907, it has very low damage but has a 21-round magazine. The vast majority of the rifles don't even come close to approaching this magazine size or its ease of reload. No other medic rifle is going to have the same level of consistent damage as the SELBSTLADER. Some of the other rifles may be more accurate, some minorly. Some may have slightly better hip fire. Some of them might actually have slightly higher damage, but none of them outclasses this weapon in shots to kill, and none of them even comes close to the magazine size. So when it comes right down to it, what is the best medic weapon? I'm going to recommend almost any variant of the SELBSTLADER M1916. All of them perform excellently. You'll get a lot of 3-shot kills with it. Personally, I feel that the optical or just the factory are the way to go. I don't like the sniper version of this one very much, but they all perform quite well. I will add a caveat to this video though. The MONDRAGON is a very close second. The MONDRAGON has slightly better recoil properties, and it shoots a little bit faster. So you get a little bit of DPS, a little bit faster time to kill, but it has a major weakness, and that's that it has a relatively small magazine at 10 and a lot of single bullet reloads. Putting in 1 bullet at a time is not even remotely fun, and it means a lot of downtime for the medic rifle, so I don't think you're going to have a good time with it. Outside of that, the weapon handles good, it feels good. This is a subjective thing. I think the iron sights are clear, and it's overall quite easy to use. So when I deploy with a medic class and I want to win, if I'm playing seriously, I'm not just experimenting, I'm going to be deploying with the SELBSTLADER M1916, and I would recommend that you do as well. Guys, that's all for this short Battlefield tutorial. I hope you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.